Okay, so welcome to this video. We are building a logistic tracker app using Firebase Studio. The first screen is a Google map that fetches your location. Here is the app I built. So let's see. The idea is that it fetches your location. I'm blurring the location. Okay, so the next screen is to save the location, add a new location with customer name, location name, and the quantity to buy. So, and then you can click on save. So here we see you can name, for example, your customer name, for example, a store, and also the location name and the quantity to buy, and then you will click on add location. So finally, when you click on save location or add location, it will update the location list. So this is the location list, and the idea is that the last screen you can click on edit and it will edit the location. You can delete the location, edit the quantity you are selling on that location and the customer. So okay, so the idea of this app is to generate a logistics tracker, and then on your backend you can create an optimal route. Okay, so the next step is to prototype the UI images. So we're using Sora OpenAI. The idea is to create a logistics app with 4 screens. First, the Google map that will fetch the user location, then a screen that saves the location, the name of the customer, the name of the location, and the quantity. Then a list view with locations list, and finally an edit location that can edit the name of the customers, name of the location, quantity, and even delete the location. The idea for the app is beautiful, minimalistic iOS style, beautiful aesthetics with color theory, with beautiful primary colors. Okay, so I paste on Sora this prompt and I wait until the image is generating. Okay, so this is the final result. This is the screen to fetch the user location. Then you click on save location and will open this screen. You enter the customer name, the location, the quantity, and then when you click on save location, it will open the activity of locations. It will open the location list. So here you can see all the locations list, and you have a bottom navigation bar with logistics, list view. Finally, if you click on a location, it will open an edit location. So you can delete the location or update the name, customer name, and quantity, okay? But you cannot edit the location because it's fetched with GPS, okay? Okay, but why images matter on Firebase Studio? The idea is that concrete visual context, a screenshot, a sketch, or mood board helps the app prototyping agent see the layout, the color, the spacing, so it can generate code that respects your aesthetic. Faster iteration. Using the annotate tool to draw arrows or highlight problem areas let you pinpoint exactly what to fix, no long descriptive text required, and reduced ambiguity. Visual references minimize the chance of the LLM to misinterpret words like card, chip, or hero, which can vary by framework. So this according to top Firebase documentation. Effective prompting. This is also from the Firebase Studio official documentation. The effectiveness of your app blueprint and the quality of the generated code depend on the clarity and detail of your prompts. When using the app prototyping agent, consider the following guidelines for effective prompting when generating and debugging apps. Be specific. Clearly define features, user interactions, and data requirements of your app. Ask for specific technologies. Where possible, for example, if you're trying to create a web app with 3D elements, you may ask Gemini to use 3JS. Ask about additional tasks to set up services. Gemini can write code for your app, but it cannot actually set up services. Enable APIs. So I recommend you to build first your APIs. So if you are provisioning resources like cloud storage, Bucket, or Stripe account, make sure to tell Gemini that if it writes code for specific services, that it should also tell you how to set up those services. Use Gemini to refine your prompt. Use Gemini for Google. Chat with Gemini in Firebase in Code View or other Gemini surfaces to refine and optimize your prompt. Provide context. Include background information about your app's purpose, target audience, and the user experience you want. Use examples. If possible, provide examples of how users should interact with the app or what data should be displayed. Approach your development iteratively. Consider starting with basic request, then add a feature, test, refine it, and then add another feature. By following these guidelines, you can significantly improve the quality and relevance of the app blueprints generated by Firebase Studio and success when debugging your app. Okay, so we are using this effective prompting guideline from the Firebase Studio documentation and the app's idea to generate with ChatGPT an optimal prompt for prototyping apps using Firebase Studio. Okay, so we are in Firebase Studio and the idea is to provide the better prompt possible. So we're using the image we generated with Sora. And also we're using the effective prompting documentation principles. So we're going to copy this. And on ChatGPT, I want to generate a great prompt for app prototyping using Firebase Studio. These are the prompt principles. I'm generating an app and the app idea is, and then we paste our app idea. So the idea is to generate a great prompt, the best prompt possible to run with a strong foundation, a strong skeleton. Okay, so we're going to use the style, testing and iteration, technologies, the data model, all the screens and flows, and the context that is build a Flutter logistics companion app for field agents. Purpose: let agents capture and edit customer drop-off points quantities to deliver and see them on Google Maps. So we are pasting this prompt, and now we click on Firebase Studio prototype app with AI. Okay, so it will take like a minute, 60 seconds to generate all main files, but first it will generate an outline with core principles of your app. It will review the prompt and it will generate this blueprint. So for example, you can edit. Current technology for fast prototyping is always using TypeScript and Next.JS. So if you want to ship this app on iOS and Android, you will need to adjust the code. So the idea is that location capture customer drop-off locations on a Google map with a draggable marquee. Data entry: allow entry of customer name, location name, and quantity via dialog form. Data persistence: store data locally using shared preferences and remotely with Firestore. Location list with a customer name, location name, quantity, and a mini map thumbnail. I don't want to overuse the Maps API because it costs, so I will remove this from the location list. AI route suggestion: AI-powered route optimization tool. The LLM helps optimize the delivery route for drivers based on real-time traffic, weather conditions, and delivery priorities. The LLM acts as a tool that decides whether the factors above are likely to have an impact on efficiency. So for this specific function, I want to create a specific app, and for the routing of the best route to deliver the sales, I'm creating an API. Okay, so I don't want to add the logic to the front end. Manual data sync: force sync button pushes unsynced local records to Firestore. Okay, so these are the colors using, the layout, the typography, recommendation, iconography. So we click on prototype this app. And it will take about 60 seconds in generating all the files. in this framework. Next.JS is the official framework most supported, but you can make adjustments in the code and ship this code to iOS and Android. Of course, remember to add a lot of functionality and follow iOS and Android guidelines so it can be accepted your app on the App Store or Play Store. So here we see the model, the LLM is reasoning and creating all the files.